6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister has emphasized on enhancing the efficiency of the state-owned enterprises. The Deputy Prime Minister has expressed satisfaction over the positive momentum in Pak-US relations. Security forces have killed 7 Indian-sponsored terrorists in Dera Ismail Khan. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has urged the international community to act decisively for ending India's political injustice in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The European leaders have welcomed the announcement of a ceasefire in Gaza. In the ICC Women's World Cup, the match between India and South Africa is underway in the Indian city Vishakhapatnam. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif has directed to complete the privatization of inactive and financially burdensome state-owned enterprises at the earliest. He was chairing a review meeting on privatization of state-owned enterprises in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister directed to keep the national interest in view during the privatization of the proposed state-owned enterprises. He emphasized services of internationally renowned experts in the privatization process. The Prime Minister emphasized that immediate steps should be taken under a comprehensive strategy to enhance the efficiency of the state-owned enterprises. He said institutional and administrative delays and red tape will not be tolerated during the privatization process. The Prime Minister said he personally would oversee the privatization process and hold regular meetings to monitor the progress. Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif has said the announcement of an agreement that will bring an end to the genocide in Gaza is an historic opportunity to secure lasting peace in the Middle East. In a post on his X handle, he said President Donald Trump's leadership throughout the process of dialogue and negotiations reflects his unwavering commitment to world peace. The American Charge d'Affaires, Natalie Baker, held a meeting with the Deputy Prime Minister Mohammad Ishaq Dar in Islamabad today. During the meeting, the Deputy Prime Minister expressed satisfaction over the positive momentum in Pakistan-United States relations through recent high-level exchanges, including interactions in New York and Washington, D.C. He underscored Pakistan's continued engagement in efforts to promote peace and stability in the Middle East and wider region. The Minister for Maritime Affairs, Mohammad Junaid Anwar Chaudhry, has launched a project at a cost of 90 million rupees to protect sea turtles during shrimp trawling operations. In a statement today, he said the project includes the distribution and installation of standardized turtle excluder devices free of cost to fishermen. Amazon's Project Kuiper has planned to launch satellite broadband services in Pakistan. The development came during a strategic meeting between the Minister for Information Technology and Telecommunications, Shahza Fatma Khwaja, and the delegation from Amazon's Project Kuiper in Islamabad today. Welcoming Amazon's interest in Pakistan, Shahza Fatma Khwaja said Project Kuiper's entry into Pakistan is a step forward in advancing digital inclusion and strengthening connectivity ecosystem. During the meeting, the Kuiper team expressed its intent to establish ground infrastructure in Pakistan. The ambassador of Pakistan, Faraz Zaidi, presented his letters of credence to President of Serbia, Aleksandar Vučić, at a dignified ceremony held at the Palace of Serbia in Belgrade. The Serbian president extended a warm welcome to the ambassador and conveyed his best wishes for a successful tenure. He expressed Serbia's readiness to further strengthen bilateral relations with Pakistan in diverse areas, including trade, education, labor, mobility, and defense cooperation. Ambassador Faraz Zaidi conveyed warm greetings from the leadership and people of Pakistan. The security forces in an intelligence-based operation have killed 7 Indian-sponsored Khawarij in the Rabban area of Dera Ismail Khan, according to ISPR. During the intense exchange of fire, Major Siptan Heather, a brave officer who was leading his troops from the front, having fought gallantly, paid the ultimate sacrifice and embraced Shahadat. The President Asif Ali Zardari and Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif have commended the successful operation by the security forces against the terrorists in the Rabban area of Dera Ismail Khan. In the separate statements today, the President paid tribute to Major Siptan Heather, who embraced martyrdom, thwarting the enemy's nefarious designs during the operation. The President said fate of Fitna al-Khawarij operating under the Indian patronage will always be disgraceful. He reaffirmed the firm commitment to wipe out terrorism. The Prime Minister said the nation is proud of the courageous officers and soldiers of the armed forces. He expressed the unwavering commitment to eradicate the menace of terrorism from the country. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. Pakistan and Saudi Arabia have reaffirmed the commitment to strengthen international partnerships in the global fight against financial crimes. The development came during a meeting between the National Accountability Bureau Chairman, retired Lieutenant General Nazir Ahmed Butt, and the President of Saudi Arabia's Oversight and Anti-Corruption Authority, Mazin bin Ibrahim Al Khamous, on the sidelines of the first annual general meeting of the Asset Recovery Interagency Network in the Middle East and North Africa in Jeddah. They discussed matters of mutual interest and prospects for cooperation between Pakistan's National Accountability Bureau and Saudi Oversight and Anti-Corruption Authority. The meeting explored opportunities to enhance bilateral cooperation in promoting integrity and tackling cross-border corruption. Meanwhile, in a post shared on social media platform X, NAB chairman expressed deep appreciation to Saudi Arabia and its Oversight and Anti-Corruption Authority for organizing a landmark international event focused on combating corruption. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the New Delhi-controlled State Investigation Agency, assisted by Indian paramilitary and police personnel, has carried out massive raids and searches at the residences of Hurriyat leaders, activists and Jamaat-Islami members in several areas. The teams raided the residence of jailed senior Hurriyat leader Mushtaqul Islam in Srinagar's Batmalu area. During the raid, the Special Investigation Agency personnel harassed his family. Similar raids were also conducted at the homes of Hurriyat and Jamaat-Islami activists in Hindwara, Sopore, Rafiabad, Soebug, Jadura and other parts of north and central Kashmir. Meanwhile, the Indian troops continued massive cordon and search operations in Rajouri, Udhampur, Kishtwar and Islamabad and Anantnag districts, sealing several villages and launching large-scale searches in Pir Panjal mountain range. The European leaders have welcomed the announcement of a ceasefire in Gaza. The French President Emmanuel Macron said the agreement must mark the end of the war and the beginning of a political solution based on the two-state solution. The Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez expressed the hope that the deal would bring lasting peace in the Middle East. The Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni termed the announcement as extraordinary. The Dutch Foreign Minister David van Wiel expressed the hope for wider peace in the region. The Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan also welcomed the ceasefire deal in Gaza. According to a statement on social platform X, he said Turkey, Qatar, Egypt and the United States were all involved in the 3 days of talks in the Egyptian town of Sharm el-Sheikh to secure the first stage of Donald Trump's ceasefire proposal. China has expressed the desire for a permanent and comprehensive ceasefire in the Gaza Strip. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Xiu Jiakun told a regular news conference in Beijing today that China advocates adhering to the principle that Palestinians should govern Palestine. And now cricket. In the ICC Women's World Cup at Visakhapatnam in India, the match between India and South Africa is underway. Earlier, South Africa won the toss and elected to field. And finally, the weather report. Mainly dry weather is expected over most parts of the country, while cold conditions are likely in hilly areas during the next 12 hours. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News official